Hello there, you beautiful internet and amazing creatures of the beyond. Where did we left off? Oh, yes. Well, I've been a little bit busy. As you can see, I have increased our credits here, and three things have happened. One, um, let's see. So here, I've been running some some trading supplies from Kanta's Den with those recreational drugs. You can buy them for 100 credits apiece. And then, as my luck would have turned, I went. Where did we go? Oh, here we go. We went here, and in Sulian, um, well, I sold most of them because, as luck would have it, the Persian League didn't really like them and they got attacked. And I was just waiting in orbit, and you can just see when they're destroying the station. Well, it's not totally destroyed, so you can still access it after they destroy it or they incapacitate it. And I sold everything there and I made a tidy profit. So I went like two free runs because they were still in a deficit. And then on my third run, they got attacked again. So yeah, we profited quite a lot. And I got a little bit envious because there were quite a few ships here that were in good condition. But I said to myself, well, if I take them now, they were quite good. I mean, I found an eagle and it was in good condition. But I said, it's too early to take stronger ships and we should just take it slow, go through the campaign, go through the main quests and so on, and not rush to the big ships immediately. It's super easy to make money in this game. Sometimes I even consider it to be a little bit broken, but then again, the game is not fully released and it's still in alpha. And but for an alpha, I consider it a beta, to be honest, because even mods are being developed and everything in it, so it's pretty stable. So that's the first thing. The second thing is that I bought for us some supply ships and this salvage rig. And I don't remember if we collected this last time. Oh, it's a pirate one. Well, it's not the worst, but it's better to have in our fleet. So we got this in order to buy more goods to carry around. And then for the third thing, well, I was just going here and I found an opportunity that's too good to pass. So if we go here, um, this is a Tritech facility, well, a station. So Gleaming Transports bring Tritech executives here to swindle metals and draw chemicals from the locals who receive in turn the usual suit of recreational and performance enhancing medicine, of course. Interestingly enough, the Tritechon are the ones that legally sell you the performance enhancing medicine, let's call it. So the quality guaranteed is low here. So long as you ensure prompt subscription payment on the gadgets, goods, tools, and life support provided by the Tritechon Corporation, you can count on receiving top treatment. The Tritechon way, yeah, they're like corporate, a really corporate faction that really milks you of all the cash you can give them. Your fleet transmits identification codes, blah blah blah, so we can dock. Oh, okie dokie. So now I went here and I was like, chat with the tough looking man wearing the power armor undersuit. So, and the lounge is adorned in on all surfaces in richly lit geometrics, black marble columns, underlit by cool light tubes seen to hang effortlessly in the air. Corporate climbers, either sleek Tritakion careerists or wannabes in clip suit, negotiate deals with buying one another incredibly unlikely cocktails. A few spacers engage in subdued drinking in low seats, glancing uneasily at what is either abstract art or some kind of hollow projection rig looming from the ceiling. A tough looking man in a power armor undersuit downs acrid liquor, intimidating anyone who comes too close with a feral stare. And these are going to repeat all of this. You're eventually going to learn all of this intros and who is who and what is what. And we're gonna talk to this guy, and he's like this. You approach, maintaining your cool despite the withering stare. The man laughs at your composure and welcomes you you to sit with a gust of eye-watering liquor fumes. I like you, he exclaims to the entire bar, which ignores the shout. You're not a scared little dirt worm. Your new best friend is full of boasts and brags, and you're surprised to discover that he is sharper than he looks as he slips pointed questions about your background and capabilities into the braggadocio. I don't know what that is. Adopting a lower voice, but keeping his eyes scanning the room, he says, I'll leave, Captain. You can handle your flux. I respect that. I'm wondering if you want to get in a job with me. He smiles, showing off a full set of titanium teeth. Wanna know more? Yeah, do tell. There's a Tempest class frigate collecting space dust in a lightly guarded orbital hangar. I made a plan to jack the ship. My original sponsor got cold feet, dirtworm like I said. It would be a waste not to do the job after all that work, yeah? It's I just don't get got any use for a starship. I've got schematics of the hangar, the security codes, the guards schedule, everything. I'll even come along on the operation, so you know it's on the up and up. My price is 11,000 credits, non-negotiable, and you'll need to provide at least 10 marines for this to work cleanly. I don't expect active resistance, but all the guards gotta be covered to ensure no one tries to be a hero. You're in? As for detailed info about the targeted vessel, and look at this beauty. This is a high-class beauty. No broken, no demods, no nothing, and it's in formidable shape. And it has a Terminator drone, and it deals energy damage. It's really good. It has one small missile, one medium, two medium energy, and one fighter bay because of the Terminator drone that's built in. And yeah, the Terminator drone wing. Yes, yes, we want this. So the man taps a few buttons on his battered tripod, so you can see the schematics. A real burner. Yeah, I agree. And we have the cache. It is simple enough to sneak two teams into an orbital hangar. I already bought the Marines. Orbital hangar and on shuttles disguised the civilian logistics drones. An unlucky micrometeorite impact ensures that the rudimentary comms module is out of commission. Then an input error by someone with full security access resets the hangar power systems, disabling internal sensors and the centuries outdated door locks. Ooh la la. Your team of hand-picked mercenaries catch the guards completely by surprise. It's like, hello. You watch the holo feed as Hesperus LeBlanc grins through his faceplate and pulls the manual docking release himself. Your new ship floats free from the hangar clamps, its new skeleton crew stowing sidearms and taking breach consoles as main power comes online. So we increased our relationship with LeBlanc and with the pirates. It's a very good thing to develop your reputation with the pirates because mm, you can get some really amazing jobs from the pirates. And in my opinion, um, they are a somewhat underdeveloped faction, but have very good agents. So most of the bounties, as we shall find out soon, are pretty much scattered outside of the core, and it's very rare that you find one inside the core galactic empire. And you have to travel quite a bit and search for them, and it's a bit of a pain. Not impossible, and it's difficult. You have to be prepared and so on. And it's very rare that you get something really good out of it. I mean, sometimes you get really good ships and weapons, but again, you have to have a decent force. And on the other hand, if you side with with the pirates, they give you like very good quality bounties, but you have to attack the traders. And messing with the traders is kind of a double-edged sword because they can be quite strong in some situations, but somehow you can kind of avoid them. They're not like the other factions. You can be at war with them, but most of their planets are not protected by any fleets. There are some fleets here and there, but in general, you can just simply land without the transponder and just do business as usual, even if you're at minus 100 reputation with them. Just like the pirates in a way. And also, let's not disregard the independence because they have some pretty good ships, civilian ships, and we might need those for transport and so on. It's not necessary, but also we can find some really good quests there for transporting goods, like legal goods, like food and so on, that actually give a decent amount of rewards. Sometimes you can earn up to 300,000 in a run. But sadly enough, I I'm not very attracted to that, and you have to build your cache of goods and have them there backed up to be able to get the best prices. It's still good, but I'd rather do the special medicine run because it's so much easier. Okie dokie, so we shall continue. You return to the bar and share a glass of that noxious spirit that LeBlanc is so fond to celebrate. That was fun, Captain. I'd steal another ship with you any day you like, he says loud enough for everyone nearby to hear, though they're wise enough to pretend they didn't. Yes. Nothing of note is going on at the bar. Leave the bar. Ooh la la, we have a beautiful ship. Let's not repair it yet. So we still have the Marines, but they're low quality at the moment. You can see that this little symbol over here. And but this is not important. Oh, I also bought some of these things, and we'll go over them in a moment. And I got a few more weapons along the way. Nothing too crazy. Uh, Heavy armor. This is interesting, but I think this affects only and it reduces the ship maneuverability by 25, increase the ship's armor. I think we want this. Let's get it. Survey equipment. I already got that. Broad sword. These are good, but these are heavy fighters. We don't need that at the moment. Let's see if we have anything. Oh yes, yes. We want. Uh, well, this is not necessary, but whatever. Wasp is okay. Warhog. Daggers are cool, but expensive. The thing is that if we buy anything right now, we're going to have an increased level of suspicion, and we might lose some reputation, and it's too early to do that with the Tritakion. I kind of want to do a lot of dealings with them, so I don't want to fall into the suspicious side, and they can get pretty mean with us very fast. We shall find these things in other ports, or we can stumble upon them through other means. But for now, I'm more interested into refitting our ship, which is a very beautiful ship. So always read from where you buy. Don't buy from the black market if you can when your transporter is on. Uh, well, you know what? I've actually been pretty lucky, and I've gotten ourselves. Actually, I'm gonna try to give this one. Let's see which one we can. Oh, and we got this one as well. Let's see. I found it scavenging ships that were being destroyed by the Syndrian Dictat when they were attacking pirates. So I thought to myself, interesting, tasty things. So we can actually get this. Has 1,000 range and it's very beautiful. And this one is very good in my opinion. And I would place it here. As for this, well, we have 2 here, we have 50 here. This one is good to create an EMP damage. It's good versus shields, but has poor tracking and slow speed, so this one does not have any tracking. And this one is the kind of, I would kind of like this. I'm gonna take this. So let's give it some interesting things. Before we give those things, let's get ourselves to integrate these modules. Okay, I'm gonna put this weapon back here because also this one has a 25% chance to arc to weapons and engines, so we can disable stuff, and I would really want that. Anti-shield, but actually, well, I'm gonna put the anti-shield here, and let's increase our things. Good, 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 good. I think that should be stable. And for this one, we have quite a bit of space. We could do extended missiles, not really. We could do unstable injector. It reduces weapon and increases fighter replacement. Oh, we don't have that at the moment. Actually, he does have fighter replacement, but whatever. Survey equipment. This one, I should place it on that. Safety overrides. I don't think I'm gonna push this on it. It's too early. I'm gonna give it hardened shields. And we don't have anything at the moment that... Nah, that's too expensive for it. I don't have anything related to energy weapons. Efficiency overhaul. This might be useful on something else. Let's give it some points. And it's gonna stay out of... It's gonna keep its distance with these long range weapons. This has range 400, so it's good as a way to attack smaller things. It's very fast and very accurate, but this one turns slower, but that's not a problem. we want it to do its best. It would be cool if we could assign um, somebody here, but I'm not concerned because check this out. We got some points just by doing trading. And I've got two more things here, and this one is incredibly good. And oh, then the Terminator drones are not manned, so they're automatic. So even if we lose them, we don't lose people. So that's cool. And pretty soon we're gonna get this, so it will improve our fleet a lot. Let's repair what we have here. Let's see how we are doing. I have enough. Also keeping in mind that if we press D, we have to pay our crew, and sometimes you even pay your mercenaries. And right now we are earning 15 from the story that we started. Good. So I like this. Actually, wait. I want to see which one was problematic because I had one structural damage, faulty automated system, not a problem, not big of a problem. This one also has some good missiles on it, so it's good anti other fighters and so on. But I want to strap in on this one the survey equipment, which we cannot. So I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna build it in. Because it reduces heavy machinery and supplies required to perform surveys, depending on the hull size, down to a minimum of 5. The combined survey equipment in your fleet reduces the survey cost. Um, we'll want that for later, so I'm just gonna build it in right now. And yeah, let's just keep militarized and whatever else, blast doors. And I'll probably build something else when we find more modules. I could also add this on this because this is kind of like a small hauler, sorry. And it also does something related to, oh come on. I can't read anything about it. Maybe in the fleet. Where are you? So civilian, it has surveying equipment in yeah, we have it here. It already comes with surveying equipment. And maybe we can find something related to better salvage. We shall see. For now, we're keeping this as well, but eventually we're gonna exclude some of the ships. We don't have to sell them. We can just put them in our safe base where we don't pay anything. I think we are pretty buffed right now. We might have to replace this, but we have the cash. But what I'm thinking right now is like we have enough cash. So I'm going to go here. Oh, come on. And we're going to buy some supplies from the independents. Let me just save. I can also take the uh, the the path of being a pirate and so on, but it's too early. And it's not really worth it. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here, I'm going to go into, this is a mercantile, okay, no problem. They don't care about me. So we're going to buy ourselves advanced turret gyros. Okay, I'm gonna buy this. We're gonna buy around 150. Oh, maybe let's get 10 more. And we're going to refill our fuel. And that's 20k. Pretty good, I would say. Mm, nothing else we could use from here. Always keep these weapons. You can never have enough small weapons. And the heavy mauler is not bad, but in my opinion it's a bit slow and consuming. So I'll not equip that for now. Let's learn this. Let's see on the open market. Um, does not affect hard flux. This is only um, for the soft flux. Well, we don't need anything else. Piranha and wasp. Let's see what's at the bar. Find out what the shady woman with the off brand the data pad buzz is bothering people about. She probably you can help me. No, we cannot move 45 units because we have to disable our transponder. Talk to the woman who looks disappointed. This is interesting. By the commodity traders. So I need 130 units of transplutonic ore. Ah, she wants us to buy it. And deliver it free lights. You'll be paid above market rates. They're not usually the best deals, and this if we do this mission, this will become an agent available to us, so we can better get other what are they called? Other missions that can give us cash, but trading missions can be boring. Very profitable, but boring. And I would rather just do pirates. Pirates are so cool. They have the best missions. I mean, they offer kind of like whatever other faction of agents offer, but I don't know. Pirates are a little bit more riskier, in my opinion. Um, okay, I'm gonna decline. We're not gonna earn too much from that. And let's see, what ships do you have here? Well, nothing too good. Oh my god, this is so broken. This is a very good ship, but the state it's looking right now, it's just meh. Oh, this one! Hmm. It has civilian grade hull, but we can change that. But this one has an integrated compromised hull. That's not so bad. I'm actually inclined to buy this. And this one has a fighter bay incorporated into it. It's kind of rare to find this. I mean, not rare, but and we can equip on it small to missile to medium missiles, and medium missiles are super good. There are some that you can equip like large missiles. Hmm. Should I get it? Should I not get it? I think right now we're... No, actually I'm not gonna get it, and I'm gonna tell you guys why. We need to get this free, so we can reduce our resources, consume resources, because we're consuming like a pig right now, and we definitely need to rush this after we get this. And then I'm going to focus on getting these two. These are extraordinarily important, and it can help us do missions a lot easier, especially the spying missions. And after that, well, we shall see. Maybe we'll implement something over here. Or maybe we'll get this one and then probably this one. I'm gonna leave this one last because it's gonna take some time before we even go out of the core space. Okay, so let's go do the mission. have to go to Corvus, but I'm gonna just drop in some stuff there. Mana. Okie dokie. Let's save because we never know what we encounter. Let's avoid the storms. Oh. Try not to rush. If you're at the beginning of the game, try not to rush to spam that shift key because it's so easy to run into a storm and get damaged and so on. It's not detrimental, but it's gonna make your life difficult. And always look for abandoned ships in space. You never know what you find on them. Sometimes you can't even find officers, like really good officers. Okie dokie, so we would want to drop off some ships here. And I'm actually thinking of rearranging a few things here. I think this pirate one, we collected it somewhere. These three are going to be our bread and butter. This one could still be good, but not really. I'm going to strip this one. Even though it's good, I want to set it in our base. And this one we still want to keep our... Oh, what did I put? I put the wrong one in the base. Damn it. So I'm just trying to arrange them so it's easier to keep everything in order. Wait, what does this do? Ah, this is our old ship. Yeah, you're not gonna be of any use to me. So it's not a bad ship, but we're not gonna... it has only one thing here. Yeah, and it's civilian hull grade. I'm gonna strip... Wait, aren't you the one that was carrying... I don't remember. You can carry maximum crew 100. But let me see. Well, I suppose I should keep you. Yeah. So then you shall be here, so I know. Okay, then I'll keep all of these things. This is gonna be more of a distraction than anything else. Yeah. Okay. Oh, and let's leave some of the weapons home. Actually, wait. Can I fit? No. Yeah, I'm gonna leave these weapons at home. And what else do we have here? A talon. We don't want to use this talon. Okay. Let's save and let's go and start the mission. Let's avoid the sun rays. So actually, oh, what is this? This bounty that we just seen. Bounties. Ah, very strong ships. Actually, yeah, he's a pirate, but these ships will be difficult to take down. This one especially, with our current loadout, and they will probably be carrying a lot of missiles. And this one has large missiles, yeah, so we should be careful. And this one is smaller. Where is it? She's over here. 250. Oh no, thank you. Yeah, as you can see, most of them are outside. Um, this one is not particularly interesting for us right now. Yeah, this one is even further. Well, we're just going to start the mission. Never mind. So let's check the bar, and the concourse is in chaos. A crowd of protesters in Ludic Greens has formed a human barrier across the main entrance. Surrounding them are angry spacers, officers, and crew alike waiting to enter the commercial promenade or return to their ships. A small contingent of local Munisec holds the shouting crowd apart barely. So you recognize the hegemony quartermaster, the Phobos, speaking orders into a small comms unit. She notices you and nods you over. Ludix protesting the planet sideburns. She explains, get this every other week due to pilgrims. They consider it a sort of a rite of passage. She one arm shrugs to suggest that she doesn't find the matter worth getting too upset over, then speaks another string of tactical jargon into her comms. Pilgrims, is there some kind of shrine here? Ooh. Not here, she says, eyes not leaving the protesters on the surface. For appreciating the local plant life, don't understand why you wouldn't believe how toxic the stuff is. Oh, they don't like plant life. Detox after exposure is like a week of hangover compressed down into a day or two. She shakes her head. At least that's what it felt like for me. Guess they like suffering. Ludix for you. Top brass says we got a humor on politics, right? A burst of coded garbage comes through the comms, and the quartermaster gives a short response. Uh, gender ma- Gendarmerie will be here soon. If you want to stay for the show, she says. Wait for the authorities to clear the protest or join the protest, help them take a stand. Let's try to take a stand. Oh, we lost a little bit of relationship there with Germany. You step forward, proclaiming that you wish to join the protest. At first, the Ludics are disbelieving, but as you turn to face the bewildered Munisec guards and take up the Ludic's chant prayer, a small cheer erupts. You see Commander Phobos shakes her head in disbelief, obviously. Later, you compare bruises and cuts with your fellow protesters, your bodyguards, reacting admirably to the unusual situation, manage to shield you from the worst of the gendarme's beatings, pacification gas, and restraint foam. But you took your hits and have proven yourself to these ludic pilgrims. You take the opportunity to explain that, despite being a non-believer, you support their rights. Uh, this shard of experience brings you all close to Lud, Lud being the deity that the Luds are worshipping. In due time, the heretics will pay for these beatings tenfold. You just wanted to feel what it was like to lose a fight. Um, let's go with three because let's go with three. Let's see what happens. We improved our relationship with them. Most of the protesters are alarmed by your rhetoric, glancing nervously towards unseen observation devices and drawing away from your corner of holding cell. Though a couple younger pilgrims and one much older, which with scars to show his commitment, remain near you, eyes daring the others to speak their criticisms aloud. We hear you, Walker. The end of the path is near, he whispers, and tell you of the Jangala shrine, of mortification of the flesh through exposure to the xenolife worse than anything Munisek could hope to inflict. Your name is called from the complet. Okay, whatever. We pissed them off a little bit. But that's okay. Uh, it's Commander Day Phobos again, her demeanor cold and martial. The rules are simple, Captain, she says, ice cold, and we've been very, very lenient with you. But there seems to be a failure of communication, failure to communicate. So let me explain in very small words how it works around here. Yeah, we are like brutes. A guard sets a plastic tray of your personal belongings on the better table of the processing room. The hegemony commander continues slowly. Each word given emphasis. Pay your tariffs. Don't disrupt business. She turns and motions at the guards. Now get out of my sight. Yes, ma'am. You are shoved, squinting into the bright light of the plaza outside of the municipal security processing center. Dignity, largely unbruised, you secure your sidearm, cell mag confiscated, run a quick check on your personal data pad, and give a nod to your second officer, who has been waiting patiently with two hot drinks. Well, we don't per se have officers, but I suppose it's part of it's lower officers. Um, just a second, guys. I need to take a little drink because I'm parched. Reading is not easy. I'm not a narrator. Okie dokie. So, we can take a shuttle to visit the Ludic Shrine. We can go to the dockside bar. And I think we should go to the dockside bar first. Ha ha ha. This is like a mission. So you take shuttle down to the main concourse and quickly find a likely looking establishment. You enter the crowded, well lit space and take in the rows of taps adorning the wall under bottles from every one of the core walls and a few from elsewhere. Merchant captains mingle with off duty officers at the bar, served efficiently by the uniformed staff. In one corner, a pack of Navy cadets shout and string, desperately enjoying their last work shift of freedom. A disguised uniform academician seems to be holding court with a handful of successful looking ship officers. From a shady corner, a woman smoking a burning narcotic sticks catches your eyes. An old man sits alone on a table, leafing through that what looks like a genuine hard copy paper book. As you walk by, he looks up and offers us the seat across from him. So, hmm, let's take the first one. As you approach, he looks over and says, Captain Callisto, don't look so surprised. You've got a fascinating reputation to, shall we say, moves and shakes the sector over. He dismisses the other officers with a promise to join them in a moment, then catches your eye. Dilentates compared to yourself. I mean, I trust you've heard of the Academy's new provost. Uh, oh, the Galatian Academy has a new chief executive. I knew you were were as intelligent as you look. He winks. Yes, the academy is renewing itself after the embarrassing incident with Provost Kalichor. Kalichor. The academy has come under new leadership, bold leadership, to the new provost Anahita Bayard. He raises his glass in a toast. You discover that you're holding a glass of something as well. Raise the glass. As you raise the glass, and the senior academician enthusiastically hits it with their own, then downs the drink. The fresh blood, my enemies slaughtered and their lands conquered. Isn't that right? I mean, this is purely metaphorical terms, of course, but I dare say the hegemony purge has cleared out the old guard and opened up some opportunities which bring me to you. The old guard were kind of like the part of the domain of man. Well, it's a complicated word. A hand lands on your shoulder somewhat intrusively. The new provost asked me to find someone like you. And now I found you. Come to Galatia Academy. In the Galatia system, of course. But you don't need me to tell you that. Haha. Meet the provost, Bayard. His face turns serious for a moment. She has a vision for the future captain, and in times as extraordinary as this, she might just realize it. Hear what she has to say. Keep on an open mind. His tone lightens again, and he glances at the officer he was previously carousing with. Now, if you would pardon me, I do believe that I owe a round of my new friends for my new friends. I shall see you around the Galatia Academy soon. I am sure. Return to the bar. Now, the guy with the paper book, he's an interesting fellow. He's like, welcome, welcome. Please have a seat. I'm sure you're wondering why I called you over. He leans in as I cons- as if conspiring. I think we can help each other, you and I. See, I have the information. He taps the book, and you have the means. I am what you might call a historian adventurer, a rogue archaeologist uncovering the history of the sector despite the danger of this exceptional era. In the course of my studies, I often chance upon hints about where certain pieces of technology might be found. Retrieving those artifacts is naturally your role in our arrangement. Only if you are interested, of course, but I've done my research on your exploits and I'm sure that you will be interested. Speech complete. He leans back, looking pleased. I expect you'll be waiting to get paid for this information. A wary expression passes over the man's face for just a moment before reassuming his energetic demeanor. I understand why you would assume that. This is indeed a mercenary age, but no, nothing quite so transactional. History is an uncertain trade, and such an opportunity would lead to expectation, disappointment, and recrimination, all of which I'm eager to avoid, especially the last of those. In addition, forms on his face at this. However, if you did find my information valuable, I would greatly accept donations. Think of it as a patronage to fuel my research, which in turn would produce valuable leads. Or it might help to think of it as an investment, but with no obligations incurred by either party. Consider it, you could enrich your own enterprises with contributing to the sum of human knowledge. Do you have anything for me? The historian tells you about. So we could use one story point and find the location of a blueprint. Usually he just tells you about blueprints or some specific type of technology you might find, and they are valuable, and it leads you exactly where you have to look for them. But in and to be honest, it's cheaper to get them this way, but it takes a bit longer. So I usually kind of go and buy them around. As I said, money is not an issue in this game. But sometimes you can even buy lower blueprints, just with giving him cash, and that's that. Some other time. Like I was just telling those young folks over there, the historian waves his hand towards a small group which seems to be conspicuously avoiding eye contact. After the trials of the Cold Passage, the 14th battle group limped across the Persian frontiers to discover the sector dominated by the warlord Leonis. So this is like an important piece of lore of the history. The joint command of the 14th struck down the cruel reign and were hailed as liberators, laying the groundwork for Captain Kali Molina to make a declaration of hegemony over the former domain colony, colonies of the sector with the Evertide Diktat of C49. The untarnished hegemony of that time was too overshadowed by memories of the domain to truly appreciate the political capital at the height hegemon's command. Short term thinking prevailed in anticipation of gate reactivation. Indeed, he gets a look of sad understanding. How could they have known that a state of discontinuity would last so long? You thank him for the information and get up to leave. See you again soon somewhere, he says. In my line of work, even I don't know for sure where I'll end up in a couple of months. Indeed, indeed. Um, let's see what this is. Obviously a pirate, and I need an extract of a subject from um, unjust confinement of this place 6 light years away. I need 80 Marines, and no, this is on a Persian link. No, we don't want to do that. Sometimes we can get missions from pirates to steal from other pirates, and I find that funny. But pirates are separated in their own family factions. From okay, and open the command. We can talk to start the mission over here, but I would want to go to the Ludic Shrine. And we're going on the planet. So the verdant continents of Jangala sprawl beneath you, crowded by huge weather systems, churning, lethargic, and magistral, magistral, magisterial. Searing lines of orbital burn lasers flick out from Jangala Station, invisible until they cut slashes of plasma through the thick atmosphere. Burn glow compensates with rampaging electrical storms to illuminate the mountainous cloud formations from below. The hum of your shuttle changes pitch as it hits the edge of the true atmosphere, passing quickly into cloud cover. Beyond the viewplanes, human eye visibility is reduced to nearly zero as the shuttle fires retros of landing, dipping well below the speed of sound by the demand of both nav regs and good manners, your viewport begins to collect mm, marching droplets of moisture. The droplets have an odd ochre coloration, and the clouds above a sickly green tinge. You've heard of this effect. Fine-grained spore analogues in the atmosphere. I really love the writing. It's a bit difficult for me to read uh, all of these pompous words, but it's really, really well composed. Look up the long-term effects of spore. Let's do that. A quick data search reveals that statistically human activity within the Jangala biosphere is relatively safe so long as proper air filtration and decontamination procedures are followed. The detox meds for accidental exposure are readily available, though may have unpleasant side effects. There are reports of individuals whose poor luck and lack of contingency planning, combined with vehicle malfunction during truly abysmal weather, has resulted in cases of long-term exposure of Jangala biosphere for days, weeks, and in one case more than a standard month. The resulting growths and infections appear to result in a singularly tortuous manner of death. Ouch. Look at the pictures. At least judging by the holos available on the public infonet, which are indeed gruesome, a cynical part of you wonders if the authorities allow distribution of these graphic accounts to promote protocol compliance. Your shuttle descends to the landing pod. The Jangala foliage encroaching through its own ashes to reclaim the space. You pop a standard dose of anti-xenols and re-examine the quality of your breathing mask as the access tunnel takes a moment to perform a self-cleaning cycle on exposed surfaces. The air feels no different yet, maybe a little warmer, a little heavier with moisture. Enter the shrine complex. Ta-dam! The reception lounge is filled with parties of Ludic pilgrims in the traditional hand wave led by sub subcurates in ritual hand washing. A glance upward reveals the two cleansing battery of air purification units caught in a tangle of murmuring. Foliage pressed itself almost sensually against the outer viewport, letting in only dim light. The planet life seems to twitch, liquids oozing over the panes from cracks in bladers and tubules. Leaving rivulets cutting across flanking crustaceans. Between the zeal of the foliage and the handcrafted charm of Ludic engineering, the place feels distinctly worrisome compared to the environment containment you are accustomed to. One of the shrine's attendants secures to meet you. The complex is kept overpressurized, they say, following your gaze. So if there were a breach, there would be plenty of time to find a seal, the to seal and to find and seal the leak. The attendant creates what must be intended to be a reassuring smile. How might we assist you? Well, we can visit the shrine. This seems like a difficult place to maintain a shrine. This seems like a terrible place to put a shrine. Let's ask this with the difficult part. Bringing on oneself before the sacred is not a matter of convenience. The attendant says serenely that we must travail, so the worship here confers upon the act an extraordinary sense of self-reflection, I believe. I hear some pilgrims go outside unprotected. Yes, that is true. The attendant calls a little, questioning your motives. We try to discourage sightseers. It disturbs the worship, you see. I am not a sightseer. I wish to test my faith. ah, well, okay, let's see that. Um, the attendant looks at you with new respect. You are sure of this, pilgrim? You desire this with full knowledge of what exposure to Jangala entails and choose to take this holy suffering upon your body. Yes, I wish to go outside. Ooh la la, that looks very beautiful. So that's what happens to the people staying outside. They become plants. The air hits you with the environment like warm and yet like the high G shock foam. You step out alone, for this is how it is done. Oozing nets hang from the shrine complex, rhizomes sprouting luridly colored bulbs that glow in what passes for sunlight. Dust or tiny bugs or spores float about, moving in swirls against the heavy and languid air. Let's have some faith. Take off your mask. We are idiots. You reach up and lose your mask, drawing in a breath from Jangala. Shallowy at first, then deeper. The smells of spice and rot and ammonia and fresh greens. Whatever it may come, you may know it won't instantly kill you, and anything that happens is reversible. Is that a tingle, a catch in your throat? Have faith. You follow the short trail you were told of. It seems nearly overgrown. Feelers and tendrils brush against you. There are others, maskless pilgrims, tears streaming from their red eyes and mucus from their noses, skin blotchy white robes rapidly discolored by the alien emission. They meet your eyes, smile, and nod in camaraderie, making the signs of Lud for you. Ooh la la. This is like they're fanatics, religious fanatics. Ooh. They are overgrown human figures, a statue garden. The forms blister with growths, crawling with tendrils sprouting the fruiting bodies of alien life. One moves, not the wind, but another pilgrim, the growth taking hold. How long does this take? Hours, days? It becomes distracting, hard to focus. You feel like your mind dies. You might die, sorry. But the feeling reaches a plateau, a seal of pain and irritation. You allow yourself to float in a buzzing, atonal headache, itchiness, torment, and something more. So we visited the Jangala shrine. The green churns imperceptibly, all-consuming, ferociously regenerative, a cycle of life that could be born of Earth on an alien world. And you are within it, for all of its horror and comfort. We have been heavily exposed by Jangala xenolife. Return to the complex interior. You undergo the routine of decontamination in a stained yet clean chamber built for that purpose. After an oddly smelling shower, the flicker of lasers, and another round of antique xenols, you are given back your clothes. Everything is oppressively dry and smells of disinfectant. Breathing feels strange. Still, you have to think about each breath, filling your lungs, then em- emptying them. Okay. You make your way towards the landing pads. Past pilgrims queuing for the charity cafeteria, regrouping before or after visiting the shrine, and otherwise stowing their humble possessions. You notice a young novice watching you as you accidentally meet their eyes. Their smile widens. Target acquired. They approach, then keen on prose- proselytization to a spacer captain. These enthusiastic missionaries are a common enough affliction of space dogs. So you are not unprepared as they first draw breath to speak. You seize the initiative and say, "Thank you, but I am already familiar with your religion. I'd like to learn more about your faith. I have felt myself drawn to the path. I am a strong supporter of AI rights, which they hate. They hate AI rights. Let's go with the path version." "Oh, praise Lud," the novice exclaims, "that you would be so drawn to spiritual salvation, Walker. May I pray with you for a safer journey through the holy vacuum?" Politely pretend to join the novice prayer. Join the novice in prayer. Pretend to join. Okay, let's just join him. You join the novice in prayer, repeating the words as best as you can with hands clasped. At first, it feels silly to partake in this naive ritual led by a cloistered child of the church. It is like a lamb leading the lion. And yet, perhaps there is value in unblushing faith held by such an innocent. When the prayer finishes, the novice beams a bright smile at you. Behind you, notice that the shrine curate Sacraria, the priest of highest authority here, has been watching your exchange from a candlelit alcove. Whew. As if on cue, or perhaps because they were hovering nearby the whole time, the curate of the shrine steps up to you and the novice. "Ah, the blessed faith of the young." The curate dismisses the novice with a nod. "Forthright and I am afraid tactless. My name is Redeem Psalm of Earth, and I am entrusted with the care of this shrine. I felt called to personally welcome you, Captain. I'm not a pilgrim, I just wanted to see the shrine. Thank you, it's very nice. What do you mean, called? Blessing be curated. Let's ask what it means to be called." The curate smiles a little. Is she hiding something behind her display of piety? "It is my calling to serve the pilgrims who come here. Oppose them, and also those who are not pilgrims." She looks expectantly at you, her silence asking which one you are, pilgrim or not. I would like to consider myself a pilgrim. Then you may rest certain that you have come to the right place, the curator says warmly. She clears her throat and then gives a practiced speech. Taken together, these shrines from the pilgrim path, it is not merely a linear path through space, though of course she takes a patient tone. It's in secular use, the name has been given to the major shipping lanes between church and hegemony controlled volumes. The curate continues: the pilgrim's path is a spiritual journey unique to each individual as they explore and discover their faith through our shared teachings. The holy word gifted us by the Creator who touched the prophet Lud, the faithful are encouraged to make a pilgrimage at least once in their lifetime if they are able. How many shrines are here? Gilded, Jangala, Hesperus, a handful, she says with a pause, eyes searching. Some have been lost over the years, Opis, of course, and others sanctified anew. There is Beholder station orbiting Kumari Aru, though militant elements frequent there, and Voltron, though the present authorities are fickle about access. There was a, or possibly is, a shrine on Kila. It is a dangerous place, however, to say nothing of the system's infestations of pirates. Interesting. Of course, one could make a few credits transporting pilgrims between shrines. It could be charitable to transport pilgrims between shrines. It would be. I would like to visit the shrines. I would make a pilgrimage to each of these shrines. I don't know what the difference is. Um, let's take with the pilgrimage. The curator smiles at your words. Yes, to do so would be a praiseworthy service. Here, Captain, let me unload to you the coordinates of all of the known shrines of the pilgrim's path. She fumbles with battered off brand datapad, clearly uncomfortable with its use because they hate technology. Show her how to do it. She's not capable of using it perfectly. After a moment, you point out the correct sequence of the commands um, for transferring the nav data. So we have 245. Continue. My thanks, she says humbly. Say your goodbyes and leave. I'm sure this will be interesting curate. No, thank you. Now I have a journey to begin. Now I know where to avoid good. Yeah, yeah. Not Moloch nor shall lead my. Okay, so I don't know what that means actually. Um, well, let's go with free. Let's be polite. The curator motions a sign of blessing as you take your first step on the pilgrimage path. The flight in your return shuttle is uneventful, yet you are newly aware of the thin envelope of technology protecting you from the ravages of vacuum and radiation. Interesting. I This is a new mission. I haven't tested this one, so we'll have to go to the 6 shrines. Well, we visited this one. We have 5 more. Pa-pa-pa-pa-pa-pa-pum. Let's see what ships we have here to buy. Oh, I would really love one of these, but I would buy one without compromise storage. No, thank you. This one is nice to have, but mm, to be honest, there are other ones that are much better. This one is amazing, but again, we don't carry so many civilians right now, so we can make do with what we have. Hmm. Military, we cannot buy anything because we have to be under their commission and we have to have good standing with them. Although we can buy some smaller ships. And on the black market, this is a pirate one. Oh, this one is good because this one is part of the. It's a custom class, so they're a bit more stronger than the standard one. But again, we have all the ships we need. Is this a pirate? Yeah, not good. Anyway. And what about this place? Increase the turn rate of your ship shields. Not necessary. I mean, this is good, but not in our case. I would like this integrated. Yeah, nothing of use for now. Let's start the mission here. So already we have 2 missions, and this is the third one we're going to take. You connect. Your connection request is accepted after a slight delay. Yes, and you are. Oh, you have a report for me. Let's just take a look. Galatia is back on the map. That's excellent news, says her. Says here you've had quite a hand in it too. That won't be forgotten. So we got some nice standing here. What am I to do now? I don't have anything specific for you right now, but you've got options. There's a bounty in the system right now due to unusually high pirate activity. You've already got some experience dealing with pirates, so that could be a good way to to earn some credits. And of course, you could always visit the dock sidebars. Good opportunities here, and sometimes. You could try your hand at salvaging, load up on fuel, machinery, and supplies, and head up. For the outer systems, it's a good idea to pick up a mission first, so you are not running blind. Someone's usually offering a good money to analyze this planet or that derelict, and where there's one, there's often more. Of course, that is true. Finally, you could take a commission with the hegemony. Due to Galatian business, your standing is high enough that such a request could be accepted. You'll be expected to fight our enemies, though, so it's quite a commitment. If I were you, I'd hold off on until you've got a more solid fleet behind you. That's true. Thanks, I shall think about it. We can commission ourselves and get the salary, but in my opinion it's not really necessary for the cash. Plus we're not consuming all that much. Okie dokie, so that was quite a read. Okay, I'm gonna save. And we can attack some pirates. That would be neat. We won't have. If you attack the pirates, they won't let you land, obviously. And you'll have to wait a few days or months, depending on how severe your attacks were. But we can make some nice cash. We can improve our standing with hegemony. And we can also gain some new weapons and maybe a ship or two. So let's go around here, see what we can find. Although it it would be indicated for us not to attack directly. There is something over here. Ah, oh. The destroyers. I could run. So I think they're attacking their pace, I suppose. Okay, let's try our luck. So open a link. The open comms line crackles. After a moment, this guy speaks. Wait, someone actually answered this thing? I'm not really sure what to say. Usually they just fight or run. So which is it? Okay. They have some officers. Well, we'll move into engage. 43. We'll have to be sneaky about this. I think we're going to avoid this one and try to destroy this one. So let's take them all. And let's see. I would like this one to sit after me. And I will also like you to be after me. You're going to... you're going to offer me some support from other things. So let's see where they are. Okay, let's see. I want you to harass this one. I want you to harass this one. I want you to harass this one. You're going to sit calmly and go attack this one while I support you. Oh, oh, oh! Oh, he has a huge range. Let's see if this works. Oh, good, good, good! Oops, what did I press? Okay, let's release some of this. Let's enable these things as well. Where did he go? Okay, let me disable that thing. We need to offer him support. Ah, you're gonna die soon. Oh, no, 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 no. It's just that one is dead. Well, I'm gonna destroy you. Haha, missed. Now let's engage this one. No, no, no! Shoot, that's gonna hurt. Uh-oh, oh, no! No, 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 no! Run! Oh god, that's bad. Help! Help me! Okay, good, 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 good. You guys make sure. Oh no, no, where am I going? Oh no, no, no. Okay, that's gonna go down soon. Good. Now, everybody murder this guy. Ah, he's good, but he's outclassed. My wolves alone will break him apart. There we go. And in we come. Come on. Yeah, there we go. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Um, pursue this guy. Order my second in command. Well, why don't you go? No, let's send you there. Consider ship recovery. Well, if we lost this one and this one was already beaten up, I'm not gonna recover it. Yes, yes, I know. And I could have taken those destroyers, but they're not. They were pretty a lot of demods on them, so I recovered the weapons though, so that's better than nothing. Hammerhead class torpedo, that's cool. How many does it have? Two. But I still have this iron cannon.
Commander, you have leveled up.
Perfect. And we get this one. Finally, my ships will be much, much better now. And we got 16,000. Look at that. And now let's go back and repair some of our stuff. Oops. We're using 21 a day. Well, I did get my ship a bit roughed up. I repaired them. That was kind of expensive. Um, Actually, I'm gonna buy this. And for now, I kind of have everything that I need. So, you know what? I'm gonna go here. And let's see if we can find something. Oh, also if you go to these spots, you can hack them sometimes. And you can get some things, or you can distract the people, the fleets in the system to chase ghosts, like, well, glitches. And you can sort of like slip through the cracks to go on planets and so on. So we're gonna go like this. Oh, this is our... And let's see. We want this. Actually, wait, is it on the black market? No. But I do want this. We can transform into a cargo hangar, which means that we could have extra bays. This one, an accurate and devastating rocket barrage to its target, safer and more reliable than dealing its damage than other bombers. It also doesn't boast quite the same damage potential, that's true. Broadswords, Talon, yeah. And missile autoloader. Expanded magazine we wanted. Missile autoloader. I don't use it, but yeah, it can come in handy. Mining pods are bad. Let's buy this. Oh, sorry. Let's learn all of this. And fiddling with the cyberjack. Oh, if we buy security codes, this is a okay, go for the hegemony. It allows us when we're raiding a planet or a station to make it easier to raid it without losing so too many mercenaries and so on. But not worth it. What shall we do? I'm going to deposit my stuff over here. Good, 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 good. Um, Although I'm kind of curious now. But this one has compromise hull and damage flight deck, which is not so good. Um, we're going to have to look for better things. And I did find the Griffin, which is a very good ship. No, it wasn't the Griffin. It was, well, it was something. Okay, let's kind of fly around, see if we can find more pirates or somebody attacking the pirates. And let's enable our sensor. Maybe hack it a little bit. We can also overload it, but it's gonna drop our reputation. So if we hack it, it provides your fleet with the same benefits. So it offers 400 sensor range for all same faction fleets in the system. So it considers us part of the fleet of the faction. And introduce a false reading into the data feed, which means that they will start chasing those blips. And eventually they will deactivate this, so it's not permanent. Okay, let's save. And let's go around here, see what's happening. Oh, 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 what is this? Who might you be? Ah, I got tricked myself. Yeah, that was a blip. Oh, this guy wants to fight. Well then, move into engage. Continue. We're gonna take all of them. And again, actually, I'm just gonna leave them run amok. We want to get rid of this one first and avoid this one. And let's try to get a fighter strike on this one. And another fighter strike on this one. And I should commandeer my ship. This guy can shoot a lot of missiles, so... Okay, let's go. There we go. Ouch, 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 ouch! Move, 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 move! Oh my god! Okay, that's good. Okay, we want... What is our Terminator? Oh, come and attack this. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, let's be careful with this. He can be a pest. A pesky bastard. Meh! Oh god, that's bad. Help me, help me. Oh god, that's bad. Ouch, 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 ouch. Come on, move your ass. I'm going to destroy you, bastard. Come here. Come to Papa. Good. Now... let's give him some harass. He's gonna be alright. Go on, shoot, 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 shoot. Yeah, there we go. We're using our ability. Now let's turn back a bit. And we can use it again. Shoot, shoot, shoot with something. Good! Somebody escaped. But shall we let them escape, huh? Nothing of interest. Oh, this is a nice weapon, a flak cannon. And we got another heavy autocannon. Let's see. And we got 14,000, that's good. Salvage operations. And we shall need to go get more people. Because if we don't get any more people, we're gonna be in trouble. You're a trader. Just make sure there's no other faction ships nearby when you're doing that. Oh, wait, I'm not on this one, on this one. So let's repair. And let's see. We have quite enough, because we have that salvage ship, it helps us salvage better. But I'm gonna take 50 more. Oh, actually I'm gonna take it from here, 50 more. And let's re-get some of this. And we need, I say, around 40 more people. Because the minimum is 400. Sometimes you lose through battles some of those people because they're in shuttles and what have you, so let's be careful. Oh, this is a nice one, a paladin. Oh, yeah. What's your price? 12,000. Well, because I got two of them. This is a large energy. Point defense, large energy. Actually, let's not take it because we can't use it. Hyper velocity drive is good, but not really worth it right now. Oh, and when you're in the black market, you don't get any suspicion level. So you'll have no issue. No issue at all. Let's see how are things. Kanta, nothing. The Ludix. The reason I tried to do this mission is like if we get good with the loots, we can sell a lot of stuff at their place. And sometimes the loot just miss. You can encounter them through space, and they'll ask for stuff like supplies and things. And you can also improve your relationship that way, but it doesn't happen very often. Good. I think we have enough. Actually, I want to see what this is. Nah, it's broken. A Wolfie. It's a custom class, but it's a bit broken. Oh, sorry. So I'm not gonna get this. I'm gonna look for one that has a large missile on it. Oh, look at this. Look at this. This one is pirate. Yeah, not good. Mm, let's take it. Let's buy it. Never hurts to have extra of these beauties. A lasher. This one, the brawlers are really good. But I would want some of them that are in better condition. They're very tanky ships. This one is also extremely tanky. Though it's more like a cannon fodder, so it takes a lot of firepower on it. But if a destroyer hops on it, it can take it down eventually. So I'm not entirely sure if we should have one of these in our fleet. Although it can keep us alive longer. So I'm gonna get one. Why not? Um, provides a massive speed boost at the expense of being unable to turn or use shields. Collisions can cause a flame out while in the... Okay. Briefly activate an energy field that mitigates damage at the cost of disabling weapons and shield. Oh. 3 small composite and 5 small ballistics. It has quite a few array of weapons on it. Well, let's take one. Doesn't hurt to have it in our fleet. We have the cash. And for now we don't need much. Let's see. Let's see if we can accommodate something on them. I'm not liking this. This looks bad. And I'm gonna take one of this, or one of this is also good. But let's see if I can get some of these things from my station since we're nearby. We have one of these. I'm gonna put this and I'm gonna try this. We don't really need to protect against other ships because the drones will kind of take care of everything. Although it's not a bad idea to have a point defense on it to protect against other missiles and launchers. But yeah, up to you guys. So what did we do on our first one? We set up shield and weapon armor. So let's add the same shield, weapon armor. Although I can go with heavy armor as well. Let's try heavy armor. And this one. Why not? Why not? We can have some extra missiles in there. Always good to have extra missiles. Let's see who else has missiles. This guy has missiles, but this one is fast. 8-6. This one is carrying more powerful weapons. You're carrying... Why aren't you carrying any missiles here? Let's take you. And you... Well, I don't know. We'll have to replace you eventually because you're not doing so great. I fixed the armor, but Flight deck is kind of a problem. We shall see. And for you, my darling, I think I shall add a lot of point defense and stuff. This one can carry an anti-shield. Why not? Nah, it's too small. Point defense, anti-shield. Let's do anti-shield and anti-armor. Like this. Point defense, point defense. Anti-shield, anti-shield. And we could get some tornadoes. Oh, but he won't. It's not recommended if you don't have an officer. An officer might improve your success rate with this. They're fast, but they don't have tracking, so I would rather go with anti-armor, anti-armor. Let's do this. It's gonna be a bulky ship. And extended magazines on this one. We're going to reinforce heavy armor. Reinforced bulkheads. And reinforced weapon mounts. Hopefully this holds. They shouldn't have large flux. So they should hold. And we shall see if it's too much, but this will make it very tanky, so it's gonna be a bullet sponge for us. And we're going to kind of use it to harass other bigger ships, and in the meantime our guys are going to have a field day with the rest of them. Let's put it around here. So wait. I wanted to check one more thing. Okay. So question. Let's see. So we gain non-elite ham. Okay, for the ships without all ships without officers. So that's really cool because we don't have any officers at the moment. 100 fast command point recovery unless command was transferred to a ship originally without an officer. Okay, that's not a problem for us. We don't care that much about that. Also, from time to time, you might get an officer, and I think it's important. Oh, look, we developed a contract, but he's very low. I'm gonna delete this contract. You're interested to look for the maximum, but the general ones you find outside of the story are going to be just high, not very high. So these are the shrines. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pum, 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 pum. Could go there later on. But for now, I was thinking of going to the academy. Or maybe we shouldn't go to the academy. Let's take our new ships around because we still have to do bounties in this sector. And let's also drop off the cargo. To be honest, you don't need to carry this with you all the time. but they're not taking too much space. So everything is good. As you can see, it takes quite a bit of preparation to do stuff. Oh, I hope they didn't detect me. Nice, nice, nice. Let's see if we can get ourselves into a bit more trouble. Oh, let's see if we can hack this. Didn't I already check that place? So install a com sniffer. When we do that, it takes us to local intel as if we were in the star system. So basically, if we are outside of a star system, we cannot see what prices there are in there and etc. etc. Um, so the com sniffer will remain active until detected and cleared out by the com network's maintenance subordinates. The odds of this happening increases drastically when com sniffers are installed on multiple relays in the network. Proceed, but we only have one. So it's gonna keep up for some time. We can also uninstall it. Okay. And if you mess something up and you don't want to lose a reputation, just run and hide. Oh, I think there is a fleet over here. Unidentified fleet. Pirate raiders. And we want to fight you. So, let's see what we have here. Okay. What we want to do is harass this ship. And we want to do fighter strikes over here. And in the meantime, you also should go attack this to keep it busy. And you take care of this. And you can just do whatever. You as well. There we go. It has started. I want to take care of this mule first. And its flux is building up fast. Help? Guys, help. Okay, one wolf disabled. Damn, this guy really knows how to take a lot of damage. How tanky is he? He is pretty tanky. You know what? Time for you to do your magic. And you do your magic here. As for you, well, you can do whatever. Nah, why are you destroying that one? Oh well. There goes our little shippy. Oh, somebody exploded over there. Pretty soon you're going to explode as well. Full assault. I don't care. Let's go. Come on, shoot, 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 shoot. Okay. It's gonna get disabled soon. I don't know where that thing went. Okay, using ability. Shoot, 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 shoot. There we go. And the rest are just gonna be easy peasy. We did lose one ship, but not big of a problem. We escaped this guy. Pursue them. You, go. Get him. Good job. So we lost this ship. I'm gonna recover it. What did it mess up? Structural damage. Ah, it's okay. Recover. Pick through the wreckage. We're already at minus 100. That's not a problem. Look at us. 20,000. That's really, really good. Oops, 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 oops. There's still more things to collect here. There's this Colossus, but it's looking in pretty bad shape. Sorry about that. So we're just gonna disable it. And let's look through the wreckage. Ah, mining lasers always sell those. Those are like pretty useless. So we're doing pretty much some really good progress over here. Another blip. And in this moment we're going to repair our ships. Did we get anything particularly useful? No. Well, actually, let me get rid of this laser. It's really unsettling to have such a thing. It's barbaric. Okay. Transfer, 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 transfer. We want to keep this for later. They're going to be useful for some construction things, but yeah. Right now they're just like carry weight. I don't know where there's so many around. I would have implemented differently, gotten some other way than this silly thing. I think that's a blip. Let's check if we got anything new. Inventory, nothing. We have extended shields. We would like. Oh, no. Yeah. More hogs are nice, but we're not gonna buy anything from here. It's gonna raise our suspicion. I was just curious if there's anything particularly good. Let's fly around. Maybe we'll find more pirates. Maybe we find somebody already engaged. Usually they spawn from this station, so... Oh. Is this a blip or... Yeah. Well, I suppose... we cleared whatever we could clear. What's going on here? Who are you? Sometimes we want to know who you are. It's just a simple privateer. He's from the Independence. And it's always good to scavenge what they left behind. Yeah, yeah, I'm leaving you alone. It's interesting, kind of like the independent people also have ties to the pirates, so it's kind of 50-50 when you attack them. You don't know what's gonna happen. They might have some good loot, find recreational medicine and other stuff, but yeah, it's not a good idea to start attacking them until you have a better army. And we are not in a rush to make a bigger army. It's super easy to create an army. But if you rush too fast and you cannot sustain your army, it's gonna become problematic in the long run. And you're going to be doing this bounty hunter. Uh, Going to do these runs for missions just in the hopes to keep your army up to date. I think you are a pirate. No, you're not a mercenary. Okay, I'm just gonna do one more round. If nothing is here, then we should go and visit the shrines. Kila. And I think we're gonna stop the episode there because there's quite a bit to read through and it's gonna take some time. But let's just get into that spot. Save a little bit just in case we encounter some things we do not like. Oh look, an abandoned ship. Always good to go out of your way to check them out. Let's explore. Well, nothing. What was it? Nothing of importance. Move very slowly when you're in such clouds. Pressing S. You want the best maneuverability there. Pam 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 pam. Have our transponder on. What are you? Abandoned siphon station. And there is another gate over here. Interesting. The gates were shut down, I think, during the AI wars. The first or the second, I'm not sure. He's a pirate. Just from the ship alone, I know he's a pirate. And we should get the hell out of here. Okay, maybe I should... What do we have here? We should go to... Yeah, they didn't attack us, but they would mess us up really bad. We have like some... Those are cruisers. Light cruisers, but still cruisers. So your IR reading from the overwise uh, unremarkable terrain hint a camouflage habitat beneath the regolith. There are definitely survivors hiding inside Kila, though no organized polity maintain open relations with the greater sector, and if the sledged hulls of tramped freighters are an indication, the locals aren't very welcome. But we're gonna save here and we're going to continue next time because my eyes are melting in my brain. You guys stay awesome. See you all next time and bye 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 bye.